What's up, guys? My name is Tai Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency market channel. This is a trading, investing, and entrepreneurship channel. We like to share our experiences on how to make life-changing money and life-changing profits on this channel. This is not a tech channel. It's not a drama channel. And so if you guys are looking for that stuff, this is probably not the right channel for you, okay? Because we only focus on reality-based stuff that helps us make life-changing profits. We do not talk about the stuff that works in theory but does not work in the real world, okay? So in this video, guys, I want to talk about this new fork of Tezos, okay? We can call it a fork, but it's not really a fork. We can call it an airdrop, but it's not. It's really there's not like a specific term in cryptocurrency that correctly describes this event that's about to happen with a new coin called Dune network or Dune protocol. Okay, so let me give you guys a little backstory. Okay. I did not, just so that I can be upfront with you guys, I did not spend a lot of time doing research on this, okay? I probably spent like an hour, whereas I've spent weeks and weeks doing research on Tezos. I've probably only spent like at most an hour or 2 hours on the Dune network and the Dune protocol, or however you want to call it, okay? So here's the backstory of what's going on, okay? So when Tezos was first launched, okay, in the summer, the end of the middle of 2018, there's a company called Ocamo Pro, okay, and I think it's a French organization, and they created the first and most popular Tezos block explorer called TZ Scan. I use it pretty much. That's like probably the #1 block explorer on the market, okay? So according to the research I did, right, the guys at Ocamo Pro built TZ Scan before they were even before the mainnet for Tezos even launched, okay? So they were already working on it, okay? And it's their software technology, obviously, in my opinion, I shouldn't say my opinion. The Ocamo Pro people feel that the software that they developed for the Tezos, the TZ Scan Block Explorer, it's their software, it's their intellectual property, okay? Because nobody from the Tezos community paid them. They did that on their own, okay? So because of that, they feel that that software belongs to them. And then when the Tezos mainnet launched, everyone started using TZ Scan, okay? So they launched along with the Tezos mainnet. Now, afterwards, it was so popular, it was doing so well that the Tezos Foundation gave them some grants. Now, I haven't looked into how much money was given to Ocamo Pro to enhance and develop the TZ Scan Block Explorer, okay? And just so you guys know, TZ Scan is not a simple block explorer. If you compare it to all the blockchain explorers, it would be the equivalent of like the Ferrari of blockchain explorers, okay? Even more so, in my opinion, than even blockchain.info. And you guys know blockchain.info has massive amounts of money to develop their block explorer, and they were the first and most reputable blockchain explorer and wallet all at the same time. But even then, in my opinion, they just don't have a lot of the details and a lot of the data that TZ Scan provides to its users, okay? So these guys at Ocamo Pro, I think they're French guys, these French guys at Ocamo Pro that built the TZ Scan, they did a magnificent job, an outstanding job, okay? I want you guys to know that, okay? And I don't think that you're gonna find too many people in the blockchain space, in the crypto space, that's going to look at the TZ scan block explorer and say that that's a bad product or an inferior product. I think that anyone that has used a block explorer for many, many years is going to agree that the TZ scan block explorer that's being used on the Tezos blockchain is a magnificent piece of software. Okay, I don't think anyone can take that away from the OCaml Pro team. Okay, now the problem comes when after the OCaml Pro team used some of the grant money that was given to them by the Tezos Foundation. I don't know the exact details of the differences or the disputes that they had. I think that OCaml Pro wanted more money, and I don't think that should be a problem because Tezos Foundation has a crap load of money in their war chest. However, I think that this is just my personal opinion, okay? This is not facts, this is just personal opinion. I think that what happened was the Tezos Foundation, I think the differences that they had between the Tezos Foundation and the OCaml Pro people is how much money they should get for their grant. And I think that either they may have asked too much or there's some type of differences that created them, that inspired them to fall apart, okay? So the people at OCaml Pro no longer want to work on the Tezos project. So what they're going to do is they got funding from from a hedge fund called Star Chain Capital. They're raising money somehow from Star Chain Capital, a hedge fund, and several other groups that are combining their efforts together, right? And so what they've decided to do, what OCaml Pro, the folks at OCaml Pro decided to do was to copy the Tezos code and redo it and do it the way they want to. Okay, now, so that's pretty much the information that I gathered from my short research. Okay, once I realized that the OCaml Pro people wanted to go off on their own and copy and paste the Tezos software, the Tezos blockchain software, because it's an open source, so anyone can come in there and copy it just like they do with Bitcoin to create a bunch of other coins, right? Now, once I realized that OCaml Pro was copy and pasting the Tezos software and go off on their own to create a new blockchain called Dune Network or Dune Protocol, okay? I realized that I needed to end my research there. That's all I needed to know. I don't need to know the exact details of what the folks at OCaml Pro were arguing with the Tezos Foundation about, okay? What I needed to know was the reason why they were going off on their own to create their own software after they have created a magnificent TZ scan block explorer for the Tezos community, okay? So here's the reason why I really don't care what they're doing with the Dune network or the Dune token or any of that, okay? So they plan on copying, pasting it, and going off and starting their own coin. And to have a community, they plan on airdropping the Dune tokens on top of the people who already own the Tezos tokens. So if I have 100 Tezos tokens, my understanding is that when they create the Dune network, they're going to issue 100 tokens to my address. So the private key that controls my Tezos tokens will also control the Dune token. Now, some of you guys might say, well, isn't that the same as what Bitcoin Cash did or Bitcoin SV did, or the same thing that Ethereum Classic did with the Ethereum network, or is that the same as what Monero V did with Monero? So there's a lot of these forks, okay? Now, I'm going to say no, it's not the same. It's not the same as the Bitcoin Cash fork from Bitcoin Core, okay? It's not the same, and here's the reason why. Because in the Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Core civil war, one group was arguing for bigger blocks and the other group was arguing for smaller blocks, okay? So that's they were fighting over ideological ideas to make the network better, and because there was no process for the community to come to a final and binding decision, okay, which is called, in cryptocurrencies, that's called a governance process. That does not mean that it involves the government. It just means that there's a system in place for everyone in the community to come to a final and binding decision on how the network should upgrade. Bigger blocks, smaller blocks, okay? And because there was no such system available inside the Bitcoin network, it forced the community to split in half, and one go in towards the Bitcoin Cash side and the other half go towards the Bitcoin Core side, okay? So that's what happened. That's what caused the fork, was because there was no final decision making and no final binding, a final and binding decision making process in place for the people in the Bitcoin community to make that decision, okay? In the Tezos community, there is a system in place, and we've already proven that with the Athens upgrade and the Athens protocol upgrade. So in the Tezos community, there is a governance process in place. There is a process for the community to come to a final and binding decision as to how is best to upgrade the Tezos network. So that already exists. So for the people at OCaml Pro to go off and create their own network, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong, because it's an open source. Tezos is an open source software, so you and I are welcome. We can go and copy and paste the Tezos software and create our own coin and create our own network and just give it a different name and use the same software and just give it a different name, okay? The reason why I don't care and I don't worry and I really don't have much intentions at this moment to support the Dune network, okay, is because I think it's a waste of time. I think that it's just a waste of effort. If the guys at OCaml Pro really believed in Tezos and really believe that their idea is better than what the Tezos Foundation idea is, they need to submit that to the network and let people like you and I vote on it. Like if the guys at OCaml Pro wanted a certain feature or a certain upgrade or something like that, to be added to the Tezos network, they're welcome to contact me and say, hey Ty, you got a shitload of Tezos, vote for our upgrade, vote for our version of the software, and I will be happy to vote for them. I will be happy to tell the people that I delegate with, tell them, hey man, I want you guys to vote for this, and if they don't, I'll delegate my tokens somewhere else to another baker that will vote for that. So we, as a user of Tezos and as a holder of Tezos, we have the right to do that, is that we can vote for whichever version of the software that we think is better. And if you guys are watching this, and if you guys ever submit an upgrade to the Tezos network, if you guys want me to vote for it, let me know. If it makes sense and it's worth it, right? I will be happy to use my tokens to vote for your upgrade, okay? Just make sure that you explain to me clearly, because if I don't understand what you're doing, then I'm not going to vote for anything, okay? So I'm just going to let my baker do the voting for now, okay? So if they are not submitting the upgrade to the network so that you and I can vote to be included into the Tezos network, into the Tezos software, then the only reason that they could possibly have for forking off or copy and pasting the Tezos software to go create their own network is because of money. That's the only reason, and I don't care what anyone says, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Just so you guys know, if you want to copy and paste the Bitcoin, the Tezos software and go create your own protocol, create your own network, create your own token, create your own software for the reason of money, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing immoral or unethical or it violates any software law or anything. You're welcome to do that because Tezos is an open source software. However, what you won't get is the community. Okay, so I am part of the Tezos community because I invested heavily into the Tezos token. So I'm not going to encourage something that splits the Tezos community because the value of the token is based on the community. It's not based on the technology. It's not based on the software. It's not based on who the founders are. The founders are just a small part. Arthur and Kathleen Brightman, the Tezos Foundation, all these people, you and I, we're just a small slice of the overall Tezos community, okay? I do not personally like to do anything or support any efforts that splits a coin's community. If I invest into that coin, I want to do things and contribute to making that community stronger, better, and more positive. I do not like to do things that splits the community apart, okay? For example, I did not like supporting the soft fork during the Bitcoin Civil War. I did not like the community to be split in half because it creates confusion, it dilutes the value of the coin, okay? People say, well, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Todd. Bitcoin Cash is like $300 and Bitcoin Core is like $10,000. So, you're wrong about, it diluting the value of it. What people don't understand is that if we didn't have that Bitcoin Civil War, Bitcoin could have been at $50,000 or $100,000 already. Okay, so just keep that in mind, guys. It could have been at $100,000 already. It wouldn't just be at $10,000 or $20,000. It'd be probably at $100,000 or more by now. Okay. Hey guys, I'm recording a video. Go into the other room, guys. Hey. You guys hear me? Okay. Please go into the other room and close the door. Okay. So it's not because I don't care about the Dune tokens. Like if they give me some Dune tokens, right? First of all, I'm going to wait 90, 60 days to see what goes on with it before I do anything with it. Because, what if there's a bug or something? I'm not going to risk, losing my Tezos tokens for a copycat token. Okay. Now, what I'm saying, is this true? Is this true that when Dune forks off, it's going to be nobody? Okay. Well, we don't know because it's just my personal opinion. I don't have any facts to back it up other than the investing ideas that I have in my head, okay? But we can look at the past to see what happened when another project called TZ Libre or Tezos Libre, they didn't like the KYC and the AML, which is KYC means know your customer, AML means anti-money laundering. They didn't like that idea that the people that invested into the Tezos ICO had to reveal their identity or for whatever reason. So they said, hey, we're going to fork Tezos and go off and create our own coin. It was just a lame excuse to go and create another coin and make money. I think that if you're going to fork Tezos, if you're just upfront with the community and just say, hey man, I'm going to go fork this thing and try to make a bunch of fast money real quick, I don't think anybody can call you out on it. I don't think anyone can say, oh, you're a scammer or you're a fraud or you're trying to split the community or you're harming the community because you're being upfront about it, okay? I think where the problem with a lot of these forks is when they fork off and try to create a new coin, they use some bullshit reason that nobody believes in. Like, I'm not gonna believe that they're gonna develop a better software. That the Ocamo Pro guys are going to develop better software with Dune. Now, these guys are capable, right? But the reason why I don't believe that they're going to be able to do that is because even though they have the engineering skills, they don't have the community backup. I don't see why anyone in the Tezos community would go, oh, you know what? This community is bigger over here, and everything is working fine, and we have a mechanism in place so that the community can upgrade the software and not have a civil war like Bitcoin Core and Bitcoin Cash did, right? Why would I go over to this new Dune network or this Dune token and support that project when this has already been listed on the exchanges? This is got a firm community, the software, there's lots of tutorials, everything for it, right? And this is new. Well, it's a copy and paste of this. Why would I come over here and do this? Like in the Bitcoin Core and Bitcoin Cash, there's a reason that you can go there because you would say, oh, you know what? I believe that Bitcoin should be used as an electronic cash. Then you would go to the Bitcoin Cash side and support them in their community. If you believe that Bitcoin Core should be a store of value, then you would go to the Bitcoin Core side. So there's a reason for that. But in the Dune network, based on my limited research, I don't see the reason I don't see the reason. If they say that it's a technical reason, that's not enough. Because we have, even though the OCaml Pro guys are great engineers, right? And we should not take that away from them because they built some amazing software in the TZ scan. So we, as users, cannot take credit away from them for that. But we can say this, is that what are they doing new, right? In their game plan, in their prospectus and their game plan and their roadmap, they already wrote down that, hey, if we can get 5% or 10% of the market cap that Tezos currently has, Tezos currently has a 700-800 million market cap, and they're saying like, hey, if we can get like 5% of this of Tezos current market cap, we can earn this much profit. If we do this much, right? If we get 10% of Tezos current market cap, then we can make this much profit. So these are calculations that the hedge fund has, and the people involved with OCaml Pro, they've already like estimated what the profits are they're going to create. And here's the other thing too. Besides that, they decided that the amount of coins that the Tezos Foundation holds, they're just going to burn that during the birth of the new network. So they're just going to burn that. So it's not like in the Bitcoin Cash and the Bitcoin Core Civil War where they were going to credit everyone with the same amount of coins, no matter who they were, all right? So fungibility means that the coin that's in my pocket has the same value. It's equal. There's no status difference. There's no higher value than the coin that's in your pocket. The coin that's in your pocket is the same as the coin in my pocket. It doesn't matter if the coins in your pocket has been used for drugs or terrorism, whatever. It's the same value. Like, no one's going to discriminate. The network doesn't discriminate because you use your Tezos tokens for drugs and I use my Tezos tokens to buy, a hamburger. That's not, they're not going to discriminate against that. That's what's called fungibility, okay? So if the Dune network copies and pastes the Tezos tokens, and then it says, hey, you know what? We are going to discriminate against the tokens that's held by the Tezos Foundation or the Tezos that's being held by a certain individual or organization, then to me, the token is no longer fungible. That means that the tokens in their pocket is not the same as the tokens in my pocket, because they're indiscriminately saying that, hey, we don't approve of the Tezos tokens that's being held by the Tezos Foundation. Okay, so to me, that lets me know that that's second piece of evidence besides the fact that in their documentation that they say that, oh, they've already analyzed and estimated how much profits they can make if they can get a 5% if they can capture 5% of the Tezos current market cap, or 10% or 20% like that. Besides that piece of information, the fact that they are going to I shouldn't say the fact, but the idea that they want to just discriminate against the coins being held by the Tezos Foundation, to me, that is clear evidence that the only reason that they are copying and pasting the Tezos software to build a new token is for a money grab. There's no other reason. Like, if I'm wrong about this, guys, please show me the evidence and prove me wrong so that I can, change my mind, right? But right now, all the evidence that I see is they're going after a fast money grab, okay? And that's very, very disappointing to me. That's very, very disappointing to me, because I think that the guys at OCaml Pro, they should have figured out a way to work out their differences with the Tezos Foundation, if possible. Some human relationships, it just doesn't work, okay? But I would say that they would have been better off, and the entire Tezos community would have been better off if they figured out a way to work it out with the Tezos Foundation somehow, and the Tezos Foundation, figure out a way to work it out with them to where they continue developing on the Tezos network instead of going off and trying to split the community and doing all this stuff, right? I do not believe that they are going to pull a large amount of people from the Tezos community into the Dune network and into the Dune protocol community. I don't believe it. The reason why is because they are not doing it on a technical reason, they're not doing it because of an engineering or technical reason, and they're not doing it on an ideological reason, okay? People will support an ideology or a mission or a cause, but they won't support a money grab, okay? Just so you guys know, and if you guys are watching this at Ocamo Pro, right, I'm letting you guys know, if you expect people to follow you because of your blockchain engineering efforts, you're gonna fail, okay? Because that's not the reason why people follow certain things, okay? People support a mission, a cause, or an ideology, okay? And they'll fight to the death for it. They won't fight to the death and follow you off a cliff over engineering, okay? So or especially a money grab, okay? A quick profits, okay? So all the documentation, all the research that I've seen online points to the fact that these guys are going after a quick money grab. Okay, so I got a lot of people emailing me, texting me, and asking me, you know, hey, are you concerned about this? Ocamo Pro copy and pasting the Tezos software and creating their own new token. I don't worry about it for 1 second after I found out that the reason why they're doing it is for a money grab. Okay, and just in case English is not your primary language, a money grab means that you're doing whatever it takes to just grab some money real quick and make a quick profit, and then you're out of there, okay? So if they don't have, like all the other software projects, right? All the other people, the reputable people that are building on Tezos, you have to ask yourself, okay? All the bakers, all the people that are baking right now, we have like 400 and something bakers in the Tezos community. It might be higher now, but the last time I checked was like over 450 bakers, and like 100 and some are public, so you can delegate to them. I seriously doubt that those guys are going to I seriously doubt that a large number of those guys are going to go over and start setting up bakers for the Dune network. I seriously doubt that. Okay, I think that in the long term, in the long-term space, I think that Ocamo Pro should have stayed with the Tezos network, because they were the number one, in my opinion, the number one software team that was building on Tezos, in my opinion, right? There's also other ones, but in my opinion, they were the main ones, simply because everyone was using their TZ Scan Block Explorer, okay? And the fact that they're risking all that reputation and all that hard work and that credit and that reputation they built up to go and copy and paste, now they're just going to be known as copy and paste guys. They're not going to be known as the innovative guys. And that's something they need to consider. Like, if they would have stuck with Tezos, even if they had a falling out with the Tezos Foundation for whatever reason. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm saying this and I don't know what exactly happened between Ocamo Pro and the Tezos Foundation. I do not know the conflict or the differences or the disagreements that they had. I don't know any of that. I've never talked to someone from Ocamo Pro to get their side of the story. I've never talked to anyone from the Tezos Foundation to get their side of the story. Okay, so I don't know. What I read online and the documentation and the government filings that Ocamo Pro did and the hedge fund did, and the estimates they projected that they would make, the amount of money they would make by copying and pasting the Tezos software. Everything is based on that. So I just want you guys to know what are the actual facts and what are just my personal trading and investing opinions. Okay, so you guys know where I'm coming from. Okay, so I'm making this video just to answer that question, to explain a little bit about what the Dune network or the Dune protocol is, and what my thoughts and my opinions are on it, and why I don't think it will succeed. Okay, I've been wrong before. Keep in mind, guys, in my trading, 66% of my trades are wrong. Okay, so this could be one of those times. But I strongly believe that without a strong community, without a big community, no matter how good your technology is, it's not going to last very long. Okay, it's not going to have the highest levels of success. Okay, so if you guys like what I share with you guys, and you guys want to learn more, get more insights on the thoughts, processes, and the systems that we have in place to trade and invest in cryptocurrencies, I highly recommend that you guys go get a copy of our cryptocurrency investing blueprint at www.cryptocurrency.market/blueprint. In the blueprint, we share with you guys everything that we did, and how we invest and trade in the cryptocurrency market that allowed us to become millionaires and retire early, quit our day job, and be able to live the life of freedom and the life that we want to live, to where we can travel between different countries and go on vacations and things like that. Okay, instead of trying to figure it out on your own, get you a copy of the cryptocurrency investing blueprint today, and follow me on Twitter at HeyTaiZen, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. Thank you.